Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hydro League. And I'm your caster, Monolithwood. Uh, Thank you very much. Um, and I shall be casting the game between Team Twi and Ascent for Hydro Contenders today. Um, right now, we're just taking a little bit of a look at the map bands that are going to go through. I have my own separate link, so yeah. One sec. I will turn off the music once the game starts. So the first ban is going to go to Consulate from Ascent, and Team Twi are going to ban. Sorry, Team Twi are going to ban Consulate, and Clubhouse is going to get banned by Ascent. Um, uh, Not often I see those bans actually. Theme park band, yeah, everybody sees that often. Consulate is actually quite widely played. Maybe teams don't feel too good about it. Coastline is also banned, which leaves us with Border and Cafe Dostoevsky and Villa, which we are going to see right now on the bans. A Border is banned. It leaves us with Cafe or Villa. Am I going to cast another Villa game today? Please don't tell me I do. I'm just back from casting Sunset League, and it was a game between Resist and Twi, and I'm straight from the game between Resist and Twi to the game between Ascent and Twi. Let me jump over in Hydro League Twitch channel. And just see what's going on, whether the video is going to go live, and it should go live at any second now. And Cafe Dostoevsky is going to be our pick defending Ascend and attacking Team Twi. And I shall set up the game in a second. Okay. Should go. It should be all correct right now. I'm going to first of all ask Ascend to add me. Panzer.any. Wagwan to everybody. Again, I have a streamer delay of 180 seconds, so I won't be able to see, but I can reply in chat when I am free. Okay, so Hydros ASC, I'm going to invite, and I'm going to also pause my music, which does sound like boomer music. And then I'm gonna invite Twi, and then I'm gonna so Ascend are gonna be on to the right. Can you please save it? One sec. Why do you not want to save it? Just save it at Twi. Okay. And then okay, so attackers are orange. Sorry, not that. Orange. There we go. And defenders are going to be Ascend.
Brownie's your traitor.
No,
you can't have him. He's ours.
I don't really want him though. I want my guy.
Yeah, I want my guy as well.
Yeah, I want him back.
Let me just.
You can have him, mate. Trust me.
Let me just.
Just pissing. He's back in a second.
He left to take a shit.
Yeah. I haven't muted everybody.
You're gonna keep it for so long.
Sorry, no, that's fine. I'm fairly sure nobody's. Yeah, I am casting. Okay. All right. So that is correct. They just need to rotate their players, and let me go right into. I'll switch over the screen from bands once we actually start. They just have to switch really quick because party records in house tonight. They just have to switch real quick between the teams because one of the players is not there right now. So we're going to see Cafe Dostoevsky. I'd say it's an equal sided map. It is kind of a map with a lot of different interesting setups, and every site does not actually have to be played in the same way. Teams ready? Telepathy legend. We are ready. ASC is ready. Twi is ready. Let us go. And everything should be shown. Welcome to the game. Hydra contenders, Team Ascend versus Team Twi. On to the starting to start with the bands. Yes, my game is region locked. Nobody has to tell me. It is in Russian. Motherland. You're gonna see some beautiful Cyrillics, but I'm pretty sure you all know what it's going to be. It is going to be a Thatcher band. Yes, it is going to be, of course, a Thatcher band. The next one is probably going to be Capitao. Although I've seen some teams banning Monty actually. So, I'm interested to see. I just seen Twi play Villa and Theme Park, and their setups were more or less. Ooh, Nomad. That's actually quite interesting to see as a ban. You don't see it that often, but still. Yeah, Nomad, very powerful operator in this map. There are quite a lot of spots that Nomad can cover that the jump pads are just going, just going to be completely denied by the Nomad playing on there. So I think it's a very viable ban on this map. It is played from outside quite a lot. Valkyrie is banned because, yes, you can throw cams outside so far away that sometimes the defenders cannot even see them, and it gives the the attackers cannot even see him, and it gives the defenders so much utility that it basically it denies, like a call cam can just give so much information that is vital to the defenders that it can close out the entire round just by providing this information. And thus the bans are in Thatcher, Nomad, Valkyrie, Mirror. We are going to go to Cafe Dostoevsky. Good luck, have fun from our players, and it is going to be a defense for Ascend. And it is going to be a bar on top floor, bar and cocktail on top. Yeah, Legion is played. That is actually quite a decent operator for this site. I'm liking to see that. Twi like to play just like that, actually, when I just cast them. And I'm interested to see whether Ascend are actually going to pull some of the, strategies from that are going to be exciting. They're going. Oh, sorry. Is this contenders or is not? No, it's not contenders. I'm casting contenders tomorrow. What am I talking about? I'm so sorry. But yeah, Hydra League. Let us begin with the first round between the teams. It is going to be Zofia, Sledge, Thermite, Ash, and Maverick lineup from Team Twi, and it is going to be, from what seems like a more or less of a standard hold from Ascend. Quite standard rotations. I'm assuming that a bathroom is going to get reinforced. I don't see that much utility, that much denial onto the plants, but I'm interested to see how Ascend are going to cope with that. Maybe they're relying on the information to the side and play from the Mozzie from below with a C4. Maybe they're relying on a Brownie on the smoke to try and kind of deny any sort of push, and Piano is going to get held with an actually really interesting angle on anybody who tries to peek the window onto the south, and it is going to be a unanimous go for the roof by Twy from what it seems as of now. And it is going to be what I assume a breach of the hatches, and one person is going to be left on the windows, but he repels up from the windows. Oh no, he does repel down. Down goes C4. C4 gets shot in midair from Fang, and Fang knows he's playing for survival now. He's gonna get droned. He's going to get pushed by the Ash. I'm sorry, and Ash takes out Fang. I'm so sorry for that escape, didn't mean to. Another person drops, and Arike is in the face of Ascend. They're not going to back down, they're not going to play this passively, they're seizing the control of everything as we speak. Thermite is already in position to start opening Freezer Wall. He's being flashed through, and slowly but surely, Ash is going to push in, and Ash does not actually get any more kills. But the freezer wall is open, and C4 goes down, lights up Ash, however not completely kills her. She sees Muzzy in the last second, but unfortunately starts to pull out the goo. Gui takes him. A nade goes from Crafty to the bathroom. Very nice nade. Demolish takes out a Gooey on Cocktail, I'm assuming. Hydros is trying to pressure Zofia from behind, but Zofia doesn't seem to care about that. Yes, again, region locked. I cannot actually change anything. My game is hardwired to be in Russian. However, I'm a caster in English. Yes. I asked for, well, down goes another one. Let us talk about this just a bit later. Brownie takes another one, and Ascend actually takes this whole entire round. Yeah, this time I kind of said that I can cast this, but I have not been given an observer. No observers came back to me to actually observe the game for me to make it in English. So I will just have to... Yeah, we would have an observer, but nobody was able to do it, as Jalipata says, and I know you're going to hear it 3 minutes in front. I am on region lock. I cannot do anything except for tampering with the files in the game, but they're very well protected from me to prevent tampering with, and it will just force me to reinstall the game, which is going to be in Russian again, and I cannot do anything about that. I'm sorry. I cast for Sunset like this, but people in Sunset are cool with it because kind of, you know, my casting... kind of makes up for the fact that it's in Cyrillics, but you know, if this is a real problem, I don't mind not casting. It's just less job for me. I'm just doing it because I like it, and if you know the community doesn't like it, I will understand. So it is going to be a hold underneath, which is in kitchen underneath. Very nice positioning by Ascend. First round taken by Ascend, and it will be more or less of a standard hold. The freezer was reinforced, and I did not see an extended play into Bakery actually. It's going to be a basic hold, which is, again, there is a reason why standard strats are standard. It's because they're actually the most popular or the most well-defended ones against just average teams. And if you learn to play in the standard strats very exceptionally well, just like Team Empire does, it can play onto your hand, because you don't need to know any of those kooky setups and hard rotations and etc. that can put you in a precarious positions if you just know how to play the standard strats so extremely well that it just covers up for the fact that you don't have, you know, strats that put attackers in a position where they just do the hum emoji, if you get what I mean. So, it's going to be a take from above from Twy. Stuff is barricaded, and I'm fairly sure that Ascend have heard them. Vigil knows something is up. He's going to get drone. I'm afraid I don't think that Vigil can hold this, but however, Fang, as a mute, came up to support him from white. And it's going to be a double hold of Cocktail with the opportunity of rotation, so they're not gonna play hard. Oh, Fang gets taken out by Demolish onto the white stairs, and the top floor control is given out from Ascend. It is a 4v5, and there's a lot of utility on top floor. Actually, that is at least 4 reinforcements in there. So, enemy jammer. That is, I wouldn't say that that's the best strategy for this case, especially if they can give up or they will give up so easily. No, just in case. I tried to change it and my files were protected. It corrupted my game basically. It used to be easy to change, but with every single patch it just becomes harder. And Demolish actually takes down, which is a Legion. Fair. Also, if you can, do it then. And down go 2 people by Hydros. Sorry, I was replying to somebody in chat. It is going to be a 2v3 in the position of... in favor of attackers. It is going to be Brownie on defense on the side and Gooey on the side as well, trying to hold up against the imminent push of utility players. However, Twy are not that fast with pushing, and they get taken out by the Jaeger. Ashes down. The rest swing in, and it's only going to be Gooey. Demolish is a triple kill, planting. Crafty is holding him. He barely seen that Jaeger. He's waiting for his rotation out. He's going to unpack the nade and throw it right in his face, and he doesn't get him with an A, but he does get him with an L85. And that vid, please, thank you. And yeah, again, I just said that I tried to meddle with it and it kind of didn't go well, but maybe I just didn't do it in a correct way. I basically had to reinstall half of the game for the language package because they had like the files reset every single patch, and you have to kind of meddle with files every single time, and sometimes the game just does not accept it. So, pardon for that for now. I will try to change it for the next time in according with the vid that you sent me. Remember, I have that 180 seconds delay. So, it's going to be reading room, I assume. Oh no, sorry, it's going to be kitchen. It's 1-1 from Ascend to Twy. It's going to be the same standard setup. I don't actually, also with the sound files, I don't actually need the sound files, I just need the language files, because I'm fine with like having the game voiceover in Russian, unless like you really want it in English. But it will be just easier for somebody else to cast me next time, to observe me next time, rather than for me to observe and cast at the same time. This is the scoreboard. Hydra's actually doing quite well, so is Demolish 1-1. To the game. Yeah, you have to redo it every patch, and it doesn't also work every time. Because, yeah, some files just don't look right to the game. Like, I've seen a lot of the forums about this. I've spent like a bit researching it. So, let's forget about my region log, and let's just talk about the game, because that's what I'm here for, that's what we're all here for. Standard hold, and I'm assuming that Twy are going to start taking upstairs in the same fashion as they did before. However, Ascend actually switched out their type of play. They actually rotated. Oh, and there's now rotation in red corridor. So top floor is actually not being held as much by Ascend. Which is good news for Twy. However, they're just waiting a little bit of their time. I'm sure that won't deter them from converging onto the site. The way that Ascend are actually playing this is very defensive, very turtle, and this site can be played in this way. You don't actually have to have immense presence because the upside down angles. Yeah, they can open the site to some degree, but you actually have to get to the site, which is the biggest problem for people on attack. And if you have so many soft roaming or just purely site-sitting people, which can be soft roaming in a second, once it all starts going down, and down actually goes demolished from fire from a C4 by Hydras, but I'll call them Hydras, from below. So yeah, it just kind of, you know, it makes... yeah, it probably is something to do with that. Because, yeah, Russia is more hardwired towards this thing. And down goes another player by Crafty, which is Fang. Not another player, actually. The first kill from attackers is going to go to 4-4. Alkosh opens the wall in Bakery, and it's going to start to get really feisty over here. Because so one player above and two people pushing from Bakery and from Bakery, and one is from Red Corridor, which is going to go to a double door, which is Rike, and he's just holding the dog that is playing inside of the coats. So for now, Team Twi are taking it slow, but they only have 30 seconds to do so, and Ash knows that there's somebody in there, and oof, that was a very nice kill by Ash. She saw another one, a double kill by Rike. However, Crafty gets killed out by Legion. She doesn't see anybody, but do the defenders see her? Ash is inside. She hears... She doesn't... Well, she does. And Rike takes this round with a very solid kill streak. It was at least 3. Pardon me if I am wrong about this. Round 4. Yeah, Cyrillics, I know, motherland language. So, 1-2 to Team Twi. So, was the first round just the site being so good, or just the trades going well for ASC, or is Team Twi kind of adapting to the play of ASC? I don't really know, but it is nice to see that ASC, which is Ascent. It's nice to see them kind of try a different approach to a strat, like they just tried below. Unfortunately, it didn't work because I think they gave the attackers too much freedom upstairs, and then they gave them also too much freedom below in a Bakery to try to just open the wall with absolutely no repercussions. So playing like it's season 1, year 1, season 1 is not going to work out against Team Twi, I'm fairly sure, and Ascend know it. At least now they do. And we're going to see a different kind of style of setup, I'm assuming, or is it just a case of... yeah, it's just going to be... Like, you know, we already took the site once, we can just take it another time. I don't see a reinforcement on the piano wall, which used to be there last time, which is an interesting kind of decision from Ascend. But we shall see. That was a lot of friendly fire on Hydras by the Cade, who I assume was just making rotations. Quite unfortunate. The reinforcements go down. So it's going to be exactly the same setup. Unfortunately, one of the players are starting with lower health total. And also Fang is starting with a lower health total for some reason. So, attackers going on the roof and starting to work on it. And here she is. Here's the star. We are now going to see Ying. And why exactly she's broken? I hope we at least will. Because who knew that the whole Twitter of Pro League Rainbow Six is going to explode with sayings that, hey, Ying is too broken in the setup. Like in this environment where there's so much coordination. And I'm very interested to see if Crafty is going to make it work. Ash is just going to go in, peeking Fang on the pixel, and she's going to pre-fire him again. Both of them are quite lit. Fang goes down from the window by Demolish, who was quick on the draw. Rike is going to go closer to the side, destroying the shield. And it is going to be quite quite hard for Ascent to take this round. I'm assuming a lot of utility is still in the hands of Twy, and Cade goes down. He has a shotgun, yeah, but you know, still, it's one quite powerful player. Well, I mean, operator, more or less. So now it's going to be this little tug of war with utilities, and Thermite does not notice the Jaeger creeping up, which is Hydros. He gets a second kill through the smoke, and Candela's going down. Crafty picking up the goo mines. Riley gets a kill onto the flanking Jaeger. Team Twy has the diffuser, and Demolish and Riley are going to push from the same angle, while Crafty is going to hold it from the bathroom. Brownie takes one down in and enters from rotation, which is Demolish on Zofia. And Mozzie is pinged out, however he's going to get chased away, and it's 2v2, 34 seconds on the clock, and things are looking quite grim for Team Twy, because there's still a Mozzie playing below who is going to miss a C4. That is not the plan, unfortunately, and it is going to be a 2v2 with a retake by Ascent. Unfortunately, Gui goes down, and it is all up to this Legion to try and save the day. Legion with a big dream, misjudging where the shots were coming from, but he's going to get this headshot on Demolish, and it is going to be a 1v1. I'm assuming he doesn't see where... I'm assuming it's just in heaven from where the Maverick holds it. Legion is just going to go in for the kill, and unfortunately he doesn't get the kill. So Twy tied this up 1-3. One, 2-3 to Team Twy. What can I say? I don't see kind of enough pressure that Ascend are putting on the attackers. Actually, right now Twy has all of the initiative that they would ever want to have. And I think that is the downfall, really, because, you know, allowing that Ashe to enter with no real good rebuke or support to the person playing on the Pixel, that was Cade, who was the first one to frag out. Nobody to refrag him. Nobody was in close position, and I don't think there was like too much of utility to help him. And I actually don't think that Cade is the best person to play on there, because as powerful as his Cade shotgun can be, it was nerfed very recently. So on this kind of longer ranges, it's not gonna do that much, unless he lands a headshot, which is going to be way more applicable to an Ashe gun rather to a Cade gun. So yeah, I just think that right now it's not enough what Ascend are doing. They're not playing too much on utility, they're not relying too much on their fragging power. Mozzie was below, but he had no information to back him up, which now they replaced one of their operators with Pulse, which is a good idea, because that is playing more into utility side. You have to decide for what you're going, and now Team Ascent are actually going to open up a rotation, not a rotation, sorry, feed holes to try to deny people who are trying to open this freezer site. Will we see the same style of play from Twy? I am not sure myself. Demolish is just kind of chilling in there, and the entire team is droning. I'm more interested in how Rike is actually gonna enter the building this time, and I'm assuming that he has been droned and he's just going to drop and unleash somebody unleash the hounds and start getting the aggression up, because this Ashe is not taking any stuff from defenders, from roamers, but this time Twy have drawn out the fact that there are way more roamers for Ascend, and it's also a Pulse, which has to be dealt with, and Pulse goes down, but there's a refract by Hydros, which is in reading room right now. He's gonna get drone. They know where he is, and he takes out the drone. However, 16 bullets and a dream. And Hydros does the very, very smart thing of, not quite retreating from there. Rike from Twy takes this double kill to his name with a very hefty 7 kills and 9 by Hydras. And it leaves us with the situation of 3v4. Everybody else is playing on the team, on the spot. Muzzy just got a drone, however, it is going to be a 3v3. I'm sorry, I just might have missed a kill because I was looking at the chat. Jalapan is spamming Hydra emote. Down goes the wall by Alkosh, and it's going to be a longer angle held by Lesion. And Lesion is, sorry, now he's covering white, but he was kind of sticking his head out in a rotation. Gooey is holding Freezer, however, he's gonna get killed by Crafty, who just picked it longer than him. The grenade goes down, doesn't get anyone, and Lesion is gonna get in on the action. Down goes Sledge, down goes another player, down goes VK actually, down goes Ash, so it is going to be a 1v1. Alkosh against Monsieur, and it's going to be a Lesion versus Thermite situation. Thermite doesn't seem to be able to be phased by this, so he's just gonna go for the plant and try to hold it off like this. Lesion from Ascend kind of doesn't have enough info. He is not sure where they're planting, where they're holding, so that's kind of the one of the problems that I pointed out before. They kind of need more utility, more info on the site, and Alkosh is going to hold quite a long angle. An interesting use of an impact over there, probably to bait Alkosh into thinking he was coming from where he wasn't. And now Lesion is going to see him. Unfortunately, not fast enough. That should have been a premium. And it goes 4-1 to Team Twy. Final round on attack for Twy and defense for Ascent. So, what we're seeing is kind of, these trades that Ascend have they're not going in their favor, really. That is, something that they've been lacking. The Pulse got taken out too quick. Yeah, he was refragged by a Jaeger, but then a Jaeger also was killed, and kind of Sidros is he's fragging right now. He's gunning everybody down, so I don't think that was a trade worthy to be made. So it's either Ascend have to try to play a bit more passively in this last round, which is going to be on Reading and Fireplace, or they're going to kick everything up and not play with utility, but play with guns more and more, so that, it goes one way or the other way. And it's not going to be a very heavy utility setup on top, so on bottom, on the Reading floor itself, and it is going to be very similar to the main bar hold and cocktail hold by Ascend. Yeah, there was almost no utility. Also, no holes that are made in the site, so Ascend are just leaving the site open, apart from, well, not really open. Oh, well, sorry, Smoke is now gonna come in and do what he's supposed to do, but there are not a lot of people playing on the site right now, and let's see how Team Twy are going to deal with this situation. How are they going to respond? So it is going to be a kind of heavy piano take. Sidros already firing off some shots. People are scrambling, people rotating, and it's going to be the entire team on the roof as of now. Some pot shots taken, but it's nothing too major. Pixel is being played with a Goyo. And now Ash is going to enter to Piano along with Maverick, and it's going to be a C4. I thought that was a headshot. Never mind. Doesn't matter either way. He which is Maverick, gets traded out, but the health totals on Team Twy are lower than on Ascend, so it's not kind of an equal trade in their favor. Hydros is going to slowly try to creep up from the red stairs. Unfortunately, I don't think it's held, and I do not think that the attacking team actually heard it. Ooh, Smoke takes down Ash with a really nice headshot. Demolish, though, takes out Brownie, which is a refrag. Alkosh is taking heads up above. Down goes Legion in sight. Demolish, a double kill from above, and it's going to be left to Gooey onto the site to try and take this last round, snatch it away from Team Twy. Unfortunately, there's so much utility left above that it's going to be very difficult for the Mozzie downstairs to really do anything with this. He needs to get really, really well timed with his shots. And Team Twy are going to abandon all utility from above and just go. They're going to go for the site. Now we're going to see how Goo responds to this. He knows that there are 3 people coming from that side. Yeah, he nods as in response to his teammates' calls. And oh no, Crafty is going to go above to watch the diffuser. One is going to be inside. He's down. Plant is interrupted. Zofia is going to withstand this momentarily. And Gooey is going to be left in a very dangerous position. He's still has to reload. Unfortunately, I don't think it's a round that can be actually clutched. And he's going to get taken from above, from below, from every single angle. It is going to be a crossfire of death that lands on Gooey. One Mozzie and a dream. Unfortunately, did not come through. And neither did his shotgun, actually, which is every Mozzie main, when they saw the patch notes, they collectively sighed, they collectively started crying in Twitter, because why wouldn't they? It's a good thing that the shotgun was taken away, but still, Mozzie mains not happy about it. Now, rotation, 1-5 to Team Twy. It is going to be Ascend on the attack. Are they going to take back the initiative? I'm not sure. I haven't seen them attack ever before, but knowing Team Twy, they're quite kind of diligent in the defenses. They kind of sit. They don't really push stuff unnecessarily, and they try to play on their strengths. They don't have that little ranked syndrome that turns in for people sometimes when there's only one person left and they just want to go in for the kills to get a little bit on the KD. Which is great. Great to see such kind of tactical level of play for teams, because I sure as hell have seen some teams in scrims and then leagues that are not playing for really the strategy. They're just playing for the aim. Which is, yeah, and I mean, if it works, surely, but those are not the games that are going to be interesting. These are the exciting site setups, the chokeholds, the rotations, and the kind of the ways to hold it. That is a very interesting shield by Demolish, actually, where you can only crawl through it. I am kind of liking that, and now we're going to see how the attacking team are going to go about their take. So it's going to be Reading Room and Fireplace, and it's going to get held from above, just kind of in a similar manner as Ascend held it before. And we're going to see how this role switch is going to make an impact on the confidence, on the morale of Ascend. How willing will they be able to just go and get the win? It is Bold who make the moves that give them the win. The Bold man. Right now, Ascend are not really taking that much initiative. It is 2 minutes in the round, and nobody has really entered yet. And now Hydros is going to go. I'm fairly sure that it has been shown that there's a lot of enemy presence for him upstairs, holding long angle from Piano itself. So for now, Twy doing exactly what they should be doing, wasting a lot of their time. Ascend are not really being fast with the pushes, and they're playing passive. They're not trying to overextend. They're not trying to get a little bit more value, a little bit more kills. The site has been drone, and I'm sensing that Ascend actually might not go for the upstairs take and might just try to take Fireplace, which is actually never a good thing, especially if they have long angles and they're playing from above. Unless of course IQ can actually clutch out this round fully with the hold from above, so that the Fireplace can actually be taken. I'm afraid that if Ascend don't actually respect this top take, it is going to be very, very devastating for them. Down goes the first player finally, a minute left into the round. Brownie takes down Rike, who was playing in Heaven, I'm fairly sure, the cocktail balcony. It's going to be two people on white, which are going to be Crafty, which is as lit as Hydros. And Team Ascend are actually going to go closer in for the site and not for the above hold. Oh, that was very close to a team kill. I mean, fortunate that it wasn't a team kill for Team Ascend. Down goes another player from Ascend, which is Fang by Alkosh, which is playing Maestro on site. Another one goes down from Team Ascend. And it is going to be quite a devastating situation. It's only 10 seconds left in the round. Zofia takes a kill. However, there's still 3 people left. Another kill. Very close, very close. He doesn't get the kill. The round is twice. That was very close by Ash. Unfortunately, Maestro, Maestro 180'd. And there was also the second person to kill for Ash, so the Ascend kind of they don't have the initiative. That's what I've been talking about, morale. They don't have the morale. They don't have the initiative of kind of, you know, keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, kind of, you know, keeping it with time on these defensive plays, because Twy are not going to make the moves. They're kind of it already has been shown that they're diligent. They're not just going to go and go for the kills. They are going to go you know, for more safer plays, because that's how you can win games more reliably. And unfortunately, Ascend did not actually play into that. They wasted way too long on trying to do something from above. You know, it was just a time problem for Ascend in this case. Yeah, the frags were there, but it was just the time and the initiative that they had to take over from Team Twy. So, standard setup, standard reinforcements. I'm kind of half expecting to see rotations in the bar wall. Not rotations, feed halls in the bar wall. But there's a rotation in the bathroom, however, so it kind of prompts a hold of white, a hold of pixel, so it is going to be quite a south-oriented hold, and a Maestro going to be able to provide enough information for his team, and Pulse will be able to provide a lot of information for his team by just playing downstairs. Those are Maestro bullet holes, which are actually, those are quite good. I used them myself. And yeah, we're going to see this attacking round, possibly the last attacking round from Ascend, unless they will be able to take this kind of initiative fully into their hands. And yeah, not spending a lot of it depends on not spending too much time with stuff that they don't actually need to spend too much time on, and just, you know, acting on the information, kind of doing something, because Twy are not going to do it for them. And just as I say that, Gui takes the first one Crafty on the pixel angle, which can be seen from rappel onto white stairs. Which is quite nice. You're denying a lot of utility from Wamai very early into the game, which is going to make the later onset pushes way easier. That was an interesting perspective that I just seen. I'm not gonna talk about it. That I am questioning how good that decision of just staying in the open with the launcher was. But yes, Gui he still keeps his head. He's still alive. He is going to be able to provide some more utility. Twy is going to get flashed. He's going to be playing in Bathroom with a shield, actually. That is quite interesting. And now the team Ascend are going to go in and try to open open freezer, open walls, gonna start working on their utility plays because the time is of the essence right now. Very much. They have to do something. Oh, -1 goes -2 by Rike. Insane. Another one goes down from Demolished by Crossfire, and that is a little bit of fire on Zofia from the Maestro Cam. And is it going to be a triple kill? He sees him, almost a triple kill. Down goes one of the down goes Riley as a pulse on a Claymore, and it's going to be a 2v2 situation. However, the two left over from the defense are very utility based, and it's going to be very difficult for Ascend right now to plant unless they get them out of position, they do something about it. They're going to go for the opening of the wall, and that was a very masterful bait by Brownie. Now it is only going to be Alkosh from Team Twy. One man, one Maestro, and a Dream, and 15 seconds on the clock, actually. Don't underestimate Maestro with a full LMG locked and loaded. Plant is going to go down, but he's going to swing a little bit too fast, and Zofia with a drone is going to be able to take Maestro out. Brownie kills hacks on that. Comply. Can we have some poggers in chat? No, that's true. Serious casting. Well, not really serious, but still. Yeah, 2-6. I'm feeling that Ascend are kind of actually reclaiming the initiative. They're being a bit more pushy, more bold. They're doing what they have to do. They're going for the picks, and the initial pick on Wamai from the start of the round helped them a lot. That Ash play was very useful. It's going to be another bar hold, another cocktail. Echo is going to be rotated for Wamai. And right now we're going to see how it is going to work for Ascend yet again. There's the scoreboard. Hydros and Mustucho are going to be are top fragging on the attacking team on Ascend, and VK and Demolish are kind of leading their own. And we're going to see more or less the exactly same setup as before. Reinforcements, roaming by Pulse, which was actually quite a good idea. He wasn't actually really cleared out in the past round, and his only downfall was him falling on a Claymore. The start of the round is in 5 seconds, and we shall see. Exactly the same shield placement from Team Twy, which I like. This double shield, it uses up a lot of utility, especially if used with a Mayan Jaeger together. I don't like that they kind of don't turn off the radio in piano, but whatever. The game from Ascent is going to be back on the track, and that was actually a lot of banned people. Is it going to be back? This time, Ascent are actually going to bring a Blackbeard in, which I'm not sure about the solidity, like how good that decision is. Pardon me, I was yawning. How good that decision is, considering that the play from the windows wasn't really the downfall of Twy. It was more or less the kind of the peaks and the initiative that Ascent are really taking. But we'll see how it actually works out. GUI is going to go below and wipe the Pulse, which has been drawn, as we have just heard. He sees players from below entering or being somewhere close to a piano. Ooh, and down goes the first player by Riley. He's getting hunted by Ash, and he's going to get executed, which is going to be a trade. Fang is lost, which is a Blackbeard. Yeah, got me through the shield this game. We've all heard about this. Blackbeard, I don't think Blackbeard is a good operator. He's a nerf beard for a reason. Pixel Angle is still being played by Wamai, however, not too close to the shield, but just behind enough. Ascend are going to go for... Ooh, that is actually a very nice Meister Cam, I'm not gonna lie. Ascend are going to go for more the... more or less the same push that worked out for them last time. Jaeger and Walleye are both waiting on white for people to pick, and Smoke is playing in Freezer, and Alkosh is playing in Cocktail. So right now, Twy are just waiting for the enemies to come in, but that was not what they were waiting for. Down goes Maestro. Gooey is going to make an entrance, flashing out the smoke. Smoke is lying down, pinged out, and is she going to be able to take him? Misses out onto the smoke kill. Unfortunate. It's going to be a 3v3. It's going to be a 2v3. A couple of trades. 2v2 now by Team Twy. It's going to be a 2v1 for Team Ascend. And the last one is Crafty, who just has to stay alive long enough to kind of protect the plant, but I doubt he will be in position to hold it down. Unfortunate. So another round went to ASC. Is this perhaps a clutch? Sorry, not a clutch. Is this perhaps a comeback that ASC are making? I'm not sure. But they surely are taking way more initiative than they were before with their play, which is good to see. Longer games tend to be more interesting ones. So, let us go to the next round, which is going to be Reading Room and Fireplace for Team Twy. Monty is actually, never mind, sorry. Monty is actually not brought to the lineup. It's going to be, who is it going to be? Monty is actually quite a nice pick, and it's going to be Ying, somebody who's more broken than Monty, of course. Happy to see somebody being more broken. So, now, let us see how Alkosh is going to set up his cams, particularly because I just feel that Meister is very important in this setup to kind of, to hold the team with the information together. Mute is being played as a denial, quite nice to see, and it's going to be more or less sort of an open fireplace, closed reading room setup from Team Twy. It's more or less of a standard setup. It just depends on the operators that you're playing and how you're playing above. Also, thanks for the poggers in chat. So, standard hold. Let's see if Ascend can take the initiative. Let's see if they can make all of this work. Let's see if they can take back what they have been losing for now. Ying is brought to the lineup this time, which is quite interesting to see. Again, I really want to see how teams use her, especially with this new buff that she received, which gives her a Candela, smokes, and 3 damage on her LMG, which is quite insane. I'm not going to lie, I used to be a Ying main, and now I'm back in the saddle. So let us see how it is going to be utilized correctly. A lot of camera work for just a lot of cameras in general for Twy, which is a very nice setup. Down goes a flash from Ying, and Ying using Candelas is slowly pushing through. She's gonna get killed by the Jaeger peeking from cocktail balcony. And that was a very nice kill onto the broken operator. Riki takes a bit of damage, but so far so good for Team Twy. 5v4. Some more fires. That's actually a very nice Meister cam that Team Twy have right now. It can see a lot, and it's very hard to take it out actually if you are not in the bar itself. And now I'm afraid that Ascend are losing their initiative. They're losing their power. They're losing their speed. They're losing their momentum, and that is not what's going to carry them in this game. It's nice. Well, maybe they can still reclaim it. You never know. Down goes Jaeger. Alkosh takes down Gooey. Zofia takes down Riley. It is going to be a 3v3 situation. Smoke and Jaeger are both taken out. Maestro's still alive. IQ goes for the drop, doesn't notice Maestro in time, and that is going to be a double kill for Alkosh onto the site. Ascend are not utilizing their presence upstairs. They're not kind of using the upside down vertical play, and I'm afraid that their time is up and they have to start working. Well, it is a bit too late in 20 seconds in the round when you start opening cocktail, and this split is not going to work out for Ascend. Unfortunately, down is going to go Thermite, and down is going to go Zofia. And thus, the game concludes. Last round, a bit of lost momentum cost the entire game for Ascend. GG to both teams. That was a pleasure to cast. So, that was a pleasure to cast for me, and I hope this was best of one, and I hoped everybody enjoyed, and I hope my casting was sufficient. I hope that the Astrolix didn't throw you off too much. Besides, you should probably already know what it says anyways. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'm your caster, Monolith Void. I'm also Twitch, just by the way. Stay home, stay safe, don't endanger anybody else. Watch a bit of Hydro League, watch some other leagues, play Siege, because that's what we're all passionate about. And most importantly, of course, stay healthy and stay happy. Well, your caster, thank you very much for coming here. Goodbye.